I announced on my stories I'm going to be doing mini training sessions this week, today, tomorrow, and Friday. And each of these mini trainings will be on aspects of legal protection. So setup, secure, and support. Today's session is going to be frequently asked questions on setup. And if you don't know what setup and secure and support means, I'm going to put the description here. And so let's get into it. Today's mini training section is going to be on setting up. I asked a lot of questions about how do I split the shares in my company. Maybe I'm trying to get funds from an investor, or I'm trying to split shares with my co-founder or co-founders, depending on how many you have. And also, okay, I can't pay my employees full market value. I want to give them some shares in exchange for the work that they're doing to help me build my business. So that's one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. And so today I'm going to be addressing the first portion, which is how do you think about allocating shares to investors? Why? Because one of the things you need to build your business is capital. You need capital. But there's also something else that you need that you may not be thinking about, and that's what I'm going to be discussing today. I'm going to start with an analogy because that's just easy to drive home the point. As human beings generally, when we're looking forward to something, planning towards something, we tend to overvalue that thing that we want in the future as opposed to what we currently have, right? And so that same sentiment applies when you're trying to raise funds. You're like, oh my God, I need capital to build this business, to build this startup. And so you might fall into the trap of overvaluing the money that this investor is offering to give to you for your business, to build that business, over and above something that you already have, which is equally valuable, which you actually need to build the business. And the investor is also depending on that second item as well for you to build that business. And so you need to be able to recognize that concept of, I don't want to overvalue this. And to help, I'm going to be talking about two approaches that you can take to help you in terms of weighing it so you don't overvalue capital more than labor. You also need labor to build your business. Option one is to take a tiered investment. This means taking only what you need for now to build the business, take it to the next level. Don't take more than what you need. Because if you take more than what you need, if you're looking at the money, it's like, oh my God, if I get this money, everything will be solved. You overvalue that capital. You don't realize that 2-3 years down the line, you're now beginning to do a lot of work to build the business. And then you realize, oh my God, I'm doing so much work. I'm putting in so much labor to build this business, to make it profitable. And half of the company's earnings, let's say the person has offered to give you $500,000 in exchange for 50% of the company. That's an outrageous deal. I hope you're not getting such offers. But for the purpose of this example, it means that you will be working so hard building this business and half of the company's earnings is going towards the investor. So you may even begin to resent the whole business arrangement. You might lose motivation to continue working on the business because you're just putting all this work and you're not making a lot of money because you're sharing the income halfway with your investor. So what can you do?
And said he would like for us to partner. He's not doesn't know anything about the business, so this is basically me running the entire thing and him just funding and reaping the benefits later. But I don't know, and I don't have any idea about how partnerships works or how he's gonna come in. He's coming in as an investor, basically. But I get to run the entire thing.